showing you the Honeyco and April jet ski extravaganza. Hopefully, my signal will work today. I kind of had a shitty signal yesterday. That's them out there. Hmm. I don't think I'm going to be seeing them because they're way, way out there. I'll bring it around this way. We rented them over here. It's 2,000 baht for 30 minutes, about 60 bucks or so. We'll see. We'll see what we see, huh? Let's see if we can hear me today. ET is there. ET is in the house. Yeah, they stormed off in the jet ski team. Hopefully it'll come swing back around here and we can see Honeyco is going first. April will be going after. The kids are down on a boogie board. So the guys here on the side, they all up and down these beaches, they rent jet skis. Now we're supposed to do the inner tube and where the boat drags you, but they said it was too wavy today for that. So we are gonna do that in Patong Beach tomorrow. So when she comes shoot back this way, she has a guy driving her out away from the waves, and they switch sides. So she drives, and then the guy's in the back just in case something goes wrong, like an instructor. How you doing, ET? ET, one of the legends, certified legends of YouTube. Oh, dear John, this is to honor ET. Let me clear my throat because I'm going to do the bass version here. I'll start off high like ET does it. ET's more of a lead singer with a bottoms out at a baritone. I'm going to start off at a lead and work my way down to the bass. Here we go. Dear John, oh, how I hate to write. Dear John, my John. Whoa. That's about a G1, G1 on the piano. Yeah, ET, did you ever jet ski over here? You know, you get some deals when it's well, they call it the low season. And what makes it the low season, believe it or not, we came out here 2 hours ago. It was unbelievably sunny and hot. Then the rain came in. 20 minutes later, now we got a full sun again. But I'm actually feeling little sprinkles here. I'm gonna try to keep this rolling. Oops. Until Honeyco comes back. You know, it's hard for me to get my dear daughter of the ocean. Dear John, my John, I've got a dirty princess who doesn't know how to write. Well, you know what sucks, ET? And we're really kind of lucky that somebody looked down and saw their passport. The 2-month passport deal is over. Over. They were switching it to 1 month, but they gave a grace period in between. So basically, we got 1 month and 1 week. So we were gonna switch to Koh Samui, but now we're switching somewhere else, and we probably gonna go to Kuala Lumpur. The kids miss Kuala Lumpur because Kuala Lumpur between, um, Sharia Mall, the whole KLCC complex. They miss it, the 2 malls, Pavilion and Sharia, but they miss Berjaya Times Square the most. We go to Berjaya Times Square regularly because there's April and Ethan. "Hi, how are you?" We love Times Square though because they have skating there. They have ET was there one time when we were skating. They have an amusement park there that my kids love to go to. They have the best karaoke place I've ever been to in the world at Berjaya Times Square, and so many other things. So I took it to a vote. Where would you guys like to go? And believe it or not, Berjaya Times Square usually wins that. Of course, there's so many other great things about Kuala Lumpur, including the Batu Caves, which is quite incredible, the Botanical Garden. There's so many places. It's incredible, actually, how much there is to do there. Plus, the food is phenomenal. And believe it or not, it's about 20% cheaper in Malaysia than it is in the Philippines at the moment, along with world-class healthcare and some of the best condos you'll ever see. So there's just a lot to offer there. Yeah, so my kids love, Kuala Lumpur, but we like Georgetown as well. We went there. We were actually considering taking time in Georgetown. We spent time in Johor Bahru. I actually wanted to go to Kota Kinabalu and Kuching, but I think they're afraid to go there. They're afraid they're gonna be sent back to the Philippines, and they don't wanna go. I've offered these people to go back to the Philippines 100 times, and I've even offered to live there again, and they absolutely don't wanna do it. I'll ask her right now. She has no idea what's coming. Would you like to move back to the Philippines? There you go. Okay, here she comes. Did you drive it too out there? How was it? Fun, huh? We'll go switch places there with Chitlin number 4, the newest member of the Chitlin Brigade, Ethan. He just recently had his Now it's time for the one and only April. Leo from Frio is here. How are you, Leo? Well, Honeyco just did her first time out on a jet ski, and now it's time for April. And I guess because of the waves, they drive out there and then they switch places. Don't be afraid to get it on. Be careful out there, April girl. Da 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 da. Ride 'em, cowboy. We welcome Leo from Frio in the Big E, formerly known as Big E I'm Broke. Now Big E Medicine Man HVAC. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think they're not ready for turbo yet. We got to go with the old analog one first. They've been afraid to try it because the one in Boracay, when we were living in Boracay before, the base is so narrow, and I went on it, and I used to ride jet skis in Newport Beach and climb waves like there was no tomorrow. I went to the ones in Boracay with the narrow base. First time I tried to turn abruptly, I fell right into the water, and eventually, at one point, the entire jet ski, 2 different times, was upside down in the ocean. One time, I was out of ways, they had to come out and sort of rescue me. These look like they have a little bit wider base too, so it's not as bad, but the Boracay one, yeah, we'd see people biffing it all the time. Yes, good day. So, Honeyco, what's your worth it? Pretty cool, huh? We'll do that speedboat with the inner tube thing tomorrow, maybe at, Patong Beach. Creating the memories. I heard from somebody the other day, ET, that ET was known as the king of Koh Samui and the prince of Phuket. Well, you know why? Because it's actually, I think, faster to come here from Kuala Lumpur than it is from Bangkok. I was looking at prices. They were $20 cheaper to go to Kuala Lumpur. But do pay attention to the duration of the visa, because if we didn't look at that thing, we would be in serious hurt because we thought we had an extra 3 weeks, and we would all be overstayers, maybe locked up, deported. You're getting back soon. That's good. Well, this is your playground, man. ET's playground is Thailand. But I'll tell you what, and this is a true statement, I love it here. We love Phuket, love Thailand, but if you want clarity of water, and I mean like glass, Kota Kinabalu is the way to go. And I think I only went to 7 of the islands. I think there's about 20 of total. The water clarity is completely nuts. I mean, you could see like it's like looking through glass all the way to the bottom. The islands of Kota Kinabalu are some of the best I've seen, but I think it's actually faster to come here from the mainland, from the peninsula, and it's a lot cheaper, even for the Malaysian people. They got some funky rules to getting in and out of East Malaysia. I always found that interesting that if you're a peninsula person, you have to show a passport to get into your own country if you go on the east side, on the Borneo side. Yeah, they changed that, so you got I mean, we still have 5 weeks here, you know, we've been here for almost 3 I think by Monday or Sunday, maybe by Monday, we've been here for a month. This is what happens. We always say, "Hey, we're gonna take a visa run, man." We said this, we end up staying for 2 months. Always, this always happens. When we were in Johor Bahru in one of our last ones, we just skipped over to we probably skipped over to Singapore 4 or 5 times, and then we got a brand new stamp every time. So if you're an American, you get a 3-month stamp. If you're a Filipino, sadly, you only get a 1-month stamp. So we made sure we went there on the last day, and that way they got a 2nd month. Fun, huh? Yeehaw! Remove my fear from the water because you're sitting. Hoodie Co is killing it. Yeah. Dear John, John. Well, that person you get pissed is pissed for for 10 years. She's a vlogger, right? Now, how come mom over in Dumaguete can go out and show I've seen mom's videos. Mom can show lakes, rivers, beaches, the city, driving along the way, picnics, malls. Hats off to mom. Mom is killing it. But her former best friend can only show a wall and a screaming, shouting head. What kind of vlogging is that? That's called the no vlog zone. Dear Mary, the check is in the mail. Don't you worry. The funds are there, it will not fail. Say hi to your other 29 online boyfriends. Dear Mary. All right, everybody, I'm gonna end the stream here because I wanna get the actual footage on the phone so she can have some uploads. Nice talking with you, ET and Leo, Honeyco, Arcilia. Shout out to Cale Gervin. Shout out to Don C for his tremendous success with his company, and Big Kevin for his great show last night, and Nico, who was on that panel all night, and everybody else I'm forgetting about. We love you all. We'll talk to you soon.